If you've ever cried over someone who barely even saw you, if you've ever begged in silence just to feel wanted, if you've ever lowered your standards, shrunk yourself, or stayed longer than you should have just to feel like you matter to someone, then I need you to hear this. You weren't chasing love, you were chasing being chosen. And those two are not the same.
احسب أن الدين بعيد عن حب وحياة وبهجرك للدين ستحيا تعشق ما.
Assalamu alaikum, my Limitless queens. You're all welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Zainab, but you can call me Z for short. Here we talk about all things faith, self-care, self-love, confidence, and personal growth, while embracing a balanced Muslim lifestyle that is pleasing to Allah. If that resonates with you, please subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Today, inshallah, I want to tell you a story of the day I stopped pretending, the day I stopped performing, the day I stopped needing people to pick me, the day I stopped needing to be picked. It is the day I realized I wasn't really chasing love. I was chasing being chosen. You see, I used to think I was just someone who loved deeply, the one who gave everything, the one who cared too much, the one who stayed even when it's hot. But the truth is, I was just performing, smiling when I wanted to scream, nurturing others while I abandoned myself, compromising, adapting, changing, just so I wouldn't be left behind. Because being left felt like death, and being chosen felt like safety. So I let my heart make home in people who didn't know how to love me back. I romanticized red flags. I begged Allah to change their hearts, thinking maybe if they picked me, all the pain would make sense. But Queen, listen to this. What you think is love is sometimes just survival. Let's go back to where the wound begins. Because it is never about death. It is about where we learn to believe that love had to be earned. Maybe you had to compete for attention growing up. Maybe you only got praise when you did something exceptional. Maybe love felt conditional, only given when you pleased, performed, or stayed silent. And that became your blueprint. So you entered adulthood trying to replicate that script. If I am perfect enough, then they will stay. If I give enough, they will choose me. If I shrink myself just a little bit more, maybe I will be lovable. But love isn't supposed to hurt like that. That is not love. That is fear in disguise. And here's how you know you are not chasing love, but chasing being chosen. You stayed in one-sided relationship and call it loyalty. You constantly question your words when they pull away. You fear rejection more than you fear being unhappy. You start changing yourself just to fit into what they want. You feel like your entire identity depends on whether or not they still want you. And the biggest sign of all is that you confuse attention with affection, desire with devotion, and being chosen with being loved. I remember one night I was on my prayer mat making dua, tears streaming down my eyes and trembling, heart aching. I said, Ya Allah, please let him see me. Let him stay. Please let him choose me. And in that quiet moment of desperation, I had something in my spirit I will never forget. You are begging to be chosen, but I already choose you. Subhanallah. That moment shattered me and saved me because it made me ask myself a terrifying question. Why am I trying to prove I am lovable to someone who has never even met my soul? Why was I auditioning for love when the one who created love itself already claimed me as worthy? That was the start of healing that could only come from Allah. I went back to the Quran, to my deen, to the truth of who I was before the world told me I wasn't enough. Let me share some verses that changed my entire view. Indeed, we created man in the best of stature. You were created excellent, not by accident, but by design. The most honored of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Honor isn't about being picked, it's about being pure. Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it could bear. So even the heartbreak has a purpose. It made me realize I wasn't unlovable. I was just giving sacred part of myself to people who weren't sent for me. Let's talk real. Many of us stay even when we are hurting. We stay for hope, for potential, for the fantasy that one day they will realize our worth. But hope is not a strategy, queen. And self-abandonment is not loyalty. Every time you ignore your need to be understood, every time you dim your light to not intimidate him, every time you keep quiet to avoid conflict, you abandon you. And the longer you abandon you, the harder it becomes to recognize yourself in the mirror. So now, how do we stop chasing being chosen? One, you choose yourself first. Before anyone else validates you, you do it for yourself. Affirm it. I am worthy. If no one claps for me. So you unlearn the belief that pain means love. Love isn't always supposed to be hard. Sometimes love is ease, silence, safety, and stability. And you deserve that. Three, you identify your pattern. Ask, why do I always fall for emotionally unavailable people? What does their inconsistency remind me of from my past? Four, you rebuild your connection with Allah. The more you know your creator, the less you beg his creation to give you scraps of its words. Five, you stop romanticizing potential. Potential is not real. It is hope in disguise. Look at what is there, not what you wish was there. There is still a little girl inside you. She is still waiting for someone to pick her first, to look her in the eyes and say you are enough just as you are. Today, I want you to be the one to say it to her. Say it out loud. I choose you. Even when they didn't. Even when they left. Even when you made mistakes. I still choose you. Because when you choose you, you stop begging to be seen. You become the one who sees. Now, if your heart feels tired, here is a doer for you, queen. Say, oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from a love that humiliates me, from an attachment that makes me forget who I am. Let me be from those who know their worth through you, not through them. Now, let me leave you with this, my limitless queen. You don't need to be picked to be powerful. You don't need to be chased to be cherished. You don't need to be chosen to be enough, because you were already chosen by the one who mattered the most. So stop shrinking. Stop waiting. Stop negotiating your soul for temporary validation. Choose yourself. Choose your peace. Choose your purpose, and let love find you already whole. Finally, if this spoke to you, share it with a sister who needs it, and drop a comment below. What are you choosing now that you've stopped begging to be picked? You are not here to be chosen. You are here to be limitless. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more self-healing videos like this. And until next time, inshallah, assalamu alaikum, peace.
احسب أن الدين بعيد عن حب وحياة وبها